Hi, and welcome back to Crochet Every Day with Judy. Today I'm doing an update on my crochet plans for 2021. A couple of weeks ago, I guess, I put out a video about what those plans were, and so I'm just doing an update. As always, I'm making blue hats. I think I'm up to about 70 or 75 now. I'm not going to show all these. I'm just going to show the stack that I've made in part of this month. So there are those, excuse me. Okay, so the next thing is the crochet alongs or make alongs. This first one, and I think I mentioned it before, it's from this book study, Stitched in Christ. Kelly from Kelly's Crochet Adventures is hosting this make along, and it's the Salvation Colors Afghan. And I have all of the colors done except for the purple. Yes, I did bring them over here. Let's see here. So here are orange, white, yellow, blue. There is a green one. I guess I didn't bring it. No, here it is. Here's the green. And then I still have the purple to do. And then it gets put together with, as you can see, it gets put together with black, and then there's a red border. So I have the purple one to finish, and then putting it together and putting the border on. So that won't take long. I also have started the Birthstone Make Along AU run by Judy at Witch Piece Crafts, and this is the color for January. It's garnet, and she gives you a choice of several colors, but I chose the garnet. And again, with this, since it's 12, she said choose a pattern where you could do at least 4 rows. So I'm doing another virus shawl, and I will do 4 rows in each color. That will be 48 rows. It'll make it the perfect size. So I've got that started, and that's all I have to do this month. Then, let's see, I also make prayer shawls, and I know I mentioned that, and my Sundays are when I'm working on my prayer shawls, and I made 2 virus shawls for my church's prayer shawl ministry, one in yellow and one in purple. Now the purple one was made with Red Heart, might have been Red Heart with Love. So I made that. And then this one, I'm trying to think, oh, this one was made from Dazzle-Air yarn. Dazzle-Air is an old, I believe, Karen brand of yarn. It's a vintage yarn. And I had kind of collected a bunch of it. So I thought, well, I would use some of it. Oh, well, it's made with Jiffy and Dazzle-Air. So those are both discontinued yarns. Jiffy is the Lion brand and the Dazzle-Air is Karen. Next I made, oh, I should talk about what I'm wearing because I did finish it in this month. I started it last year, finished it in this month. This is Priscilla from Distinctive Crochet. It's her pattern for her Autumn's Perfect Swancho. It's a poncho, and you add sleeves to it. So she's calling it a Swancho. So I will stand up, and I made this with, and I've talked about it before, I made it with Ice Picasso yarn in the bright rainbow colorway. So here is the Swancho. There's the front. There is one sleeve. I kind of tightened them at the bottom, and I may yet add a bit of a cuff to it, and it looks the same in the back. So that is the Autumn's Favorite Swancho. I had more of that yarn left, and I wanted to make Setta's Hug in a Shawl. So here is Setta's Hug in a Shawl. let's see, put it over this one. And you can put buttons on it. You can decide to close it up to make sleeves if you want. I decided not to. I probably will put a button on the front. And she shows hers with a button, I believe, in the photos that she has of it. So I got that done. That was actually on one of my, okay, this was a whip, and the Setta's shawl or hug and a shawl was actually in my lineup of projects to make. And I thought, you know what? I need to, besides finishing whips, I need to make some new things too that I've been wanting to make. So I'm interspersing them. So anyway, also more finished objects. I have a baby afghan. I'll just show half of it because the other side is just, or the other half is just the same. This is Grandma's, I can't remember the name of it, Grandma's Shell Afghan, Baby Afghan by Jonna Martinez. So I will link that, but it goes from granny, no, it goes from virus to granny to virus to granny and back to virus again. So this is the second time I've made this, and I used cupcake yarn. I don't remember the colorway, but I used cupcake yarn in that. And then I made a little lovey to go with it. This is the Big Bird, and I need to actually button that on rather than just tie it on. But this is the Big Bird with the yarn from Lion Brand. And so I made a little lovey to go with that blanket, that baby afghan. Then I picked up I was in Hobby Lobby. Oh, I don't have those out either. I just got another ball of the Lion Brand ice cream to match a few, or it was a skein, to match a few other skeins that I have so that I can make a larger project. And while there, I happened to see this little book, Yarn is a Lifestyle. And it's actually a planning book. And in fact, yes, Grandma's German Shells Blanket Pattern by Jonna Martinez is what I was using. And so I can put in it the yarn name, Cupcake, and it was the colorway Spring Break, just found it here. It's a Lion Brand, a number 3 weight, and you can see all those up there. It tells, you can put in the yardage, the weight of the skein or cake or ball or hank, the color number and the lot number, how many you use, the fiber content, and the hook or needle size you use, gauge and washing instructions if those are needed as well. So that's what this little book is, and it's great. It's just a bunch of pages of that. So this is going to be wonderful for keeping track of all of the stats on the projects that I do this year. So I have some yet to fill out in that. But that's my update on my crochet plans for 2021. I'm looking at my list here to make sure I've gone through everything. The blue hats, the colors of salvation, Lapgan, Afghan, the birthstone make along, the prayer shawls, Setta's hug and a shawl, the baby Afghan and the lovey, oh, that's the other thing I didn't talk about is the temperature crochet along. Now this one I've joined Katrina at Mindful Crafts and More is doing a temperature make along, and I've decided just to do a scarf rather than a big blanket. And I've been keeping track of the temperature for the days of this month, and I'm just going to do single crochet. So whatever well, I should say what I have chosen for those. The colors that I've chosen for the temperature scarf, 1 degree to 10 degrees white. We do not often get below 10, but sometimes we do at night we typically don't get a high of the tens for a day or even in the teens. We will, however, next week, I believe, have a high of 28 for one day. But so far in the month of January, our highs have been in the 30s and the 40s. And I'm going with the high temps for the day. Rather than do an average of the high and low, I'm just going with the high temp for the day. We have stayed in the 30s and 40s. The colors that I'm using for 1 to 10 degrees is white, 11 to 20 degrees is light brown, 21 to 30 degrees is pink, 31 to 40 is gray, so I'll be using quite a bit of gray for this month, 41 to 50 blue, so I'll be using a lot of blue, 51 to 60 is green, 61 to 70 is yellow, 71 to 80 is purple, 81 to 90 is red, 90 to 100 is orange. I'm using either a 3 or a 4 weight. I can't remember. I have them all gathered, but I haven't started on it yet. So, but that will be fairly easy to do and not a huge project. I really wasn't into another huge project because I have one large blanket started and I want to do at least one more this year. I'm using Helen Shrimpton patterns for those blankets. So that's all that was on my list for today. So and I know I asked when I posted that video, or when I made that video on my crochet plans for 2021, I asked what plans you have. So now let me know how those plans are going. I realize it's only been a couple of weeks, but have you finished a WIP that you had going? I know that I made a plan. In my plans, I planned each week to devote each day to a particular project. For instance, on Sundays, when I crochet on Sundays, and I do crochet every day. It's not all day long every day. Some days it is. But on Sundays, I'm working on my prayer shawls. Although my goal was 2 a month, so I've finished those 2. So this coming Sunday, I will work on something else. Mondays are for afghans. Again, I finished the baby afghans. So this next Monday, I will get back to my Helen Shrimpton afghan. Tuesdays are for Christmas ornaments and bookmarks. And I have made the number of ornaments I wanted to make. I have not made all the angels ornaments and bookmarks. So I will work on those next Tuesday and get quite a few done. They go very quickly. Wednesdays are for WIP Wednesday, and currently I am working on the Mrs. Beasley doll from the old TV show Family Affair. It's going slowly, but I will get her done. It will not get done this month, but hopefully by the end of February I will get her done and be able to start on another WIP. And I have probably 5 WIPs 5 or 6 WIPs that I need to work on. So every Wednesday I will be working on 1 or more WIPs. Thursdays are for blue hats. Now, my goal was 100 hats, and once I reach 100, I'm going to take a break from them because I know I'll finish them probably in February or March. And my goal was to have 100 by August. So I may take a break from that so that I can work on other things. Fridays are for new projects, and that's how I finished my Hug in a Shawl. My Setta's Hug in a Shawl was I did that on Friday. It went very quickly. It's a great pattern. Saturdays are for crochet alongs and make alongs, and that's how I've gotten so far on the Colors of Salvation make along, and I quickly did that Birthstone, that portion of the Birthstone make along. The other make along that I will be, or it's a crochet along that I'll be starting tomorrow, which is Saturday, is the Pineapple Afghan, which is with Christy of Crochet Creations by Christy. It's a 12 block Afghan, and you do 1 block a month. So I will make that tomorrow. Now, I'm seriously considering, I really had thought of doing it in a 4 weight, but I am seriously considering doing it. And in fact, here's the pattern. It's a free pattern by Judy Teague Treese. You can get it off Ravelry. I'm seriously considering using the, okay, this is Hobie yarn. It's their 8/4 100% natural cotton and I got it in the rainbow colors. I'm seriously considering doing it with this, and of course it would take a smaller hook because this is a 1, and they recommend a C to an E crochet hook for this. So the squares would be smaller. It wouldn't end up being an afghan, it would be probably a lapghan. But I'm thinking that would be really nice for the summer, is to have that. And I have enough. I have this plus another bag of it. So I think that's what I'm going to make my pineapple afghan squares out of. So they will be considerably smaller squares with this. But I'm looking forward to that. So I'll start that tomorrow. Alrighty, I think that covers it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video if you think others would like it. And I appreciate any comments. And please tell me, give me an update on how things are going with your plans for 2021. If you've changed them at all, if you've been able to finish a whip, or whatever's going on with your crochet plans. Also, always remember, and I read this somewhere else besides the fact that I've been saying it in my videos, you are the light of the world. So be sure to carry your light out into the world when you go out, because you never know when someone else might need your light to get them through the darkness. Thank you so much for watching. Much love to all of you. Bye-bye.